this morning for outside for your morning constitutional, and it was brisk, but as the sun was coming up, you just felt, all right, this is a big improvement over yesterday.
And that's like, we've talked about this in the winter, any season. The sun, it's like clinically proven, makes you feel better. And so today is only about 40, but the sun's there, so that's fine. And this is kind of the pattern we're going to be in for a while. So if you don't mind it, hey, it's a little cooler, but there's some sun around. It's decent enough, and that's what the satellite looks like right now. It is worth noting northern Maine and the mountains do have a lot more cloud cover around compared to southern coastal Maine and the mid-coast. And a couple of snow showers out through Millinocket. This is the area that saw the most snowfall yesterday from our system. Overall, it wasn't a big deal, right? A few inches, but there were 5, 6, 7 inches to the north here. So an isolated flurry is possible, and that will continue all the way down towards Lewiston and Augusta later today. The temperatures low 40s from Arundel into Buxton, Waterboro as well, right around 40 degrees. To the north, those temperatures are about the same, but a little bit cooler when you look towards Bangor at 35 degrees. Keep in mind our average high this time of the year is upper 40s or so, so these are below average temperatures. So the rest of today is what you see is what you get, not a whole lot going on. Tonight, temperatures drop down into the 20s. We'll see some teens out there as well. It will be chilly, and that's something we will see for the next 6 or 7 nights. Is they're going to be cold nights. They're not nights that I think that you can avoid putting on any kind of heat. Tomorrow looks similar, mixture of sun and clouds, right around 40 degrees, isolated flurry in the mountains. I'm going to roll into the weekend on a positive note, at least as far as sun goes. But again, we struggle with those temps hanging around 40 degrees again on Saturday afternoon and probably for the second half of the weekend. So we've talked about this kind of wholesale pattern change that we've had, and we knew it was coming, right? The first half of November was crazy warm for Maine, and now we've got this trough, which is now going to promote colder than average temperatures. And so that's a definite over the next 7 days. The other thing it gives us is the chance to catch storms. Whenever you get a jet stream that kind of troughs and swings back towards us, you're going to run the risk of storms because they like to go up this jet stream, hit the cold air, and then you're talking about snow. If the jet stream is farther out, then they go out to sea. If it's pushed this way, they're inside runners, but this is a pretty good-looking jet stream for storms. Before we get to that, this is the temperature profile it will create, which is upper 30s to around 40. Again, average high is 48. So nothing crazy here. I mean, 6, 7 degrees below average, but it's going to feel pretty chilly, obviously, after where we were a few weeks ago. And I'm looking for trouble. I'm going to completely acknowledge that because I'm bored for the next 6 or 7 days. But there is something out there, perhaps, just the day after Thanksgiving, that Friday, or the Saturday after that. And this is all it looks like right now. This is the European ensemble member. It's got a little low out there. The GFS has it too. With the trough right here, it's something to watch. So we'll keep an eye on it. That's all we can really say about it because that's the only thing going on. After that, we do moderate a bit. It is worth noting for next week. After a cold day on Monday, teens there to start, we end up in the upper 40s to around 50 by Wednesday of next week. So it looks like pre-Thanksgiving travel is good, and probably Thanksgiving is fine. My antenna are up a little bit for the days after, but that's obviously way out there.
Sure. Well, we'll keep tabs. Thanks, Keith.